My name is Rog. I'm a documentary photographer and filmmaker. I began my career in 1978. I was taken on as an apprentice industrial photographer for a company called Lucas Girling, and I stayed there for 4 years because I really wanted to sort of specialize in documentary photography. I applied to Newport on the documentary photography course and I was accepted. And as a student, the lecturers were David Hearn, Ron McCormack, Clive Landon, Daniel Meadows, just to name a few. It was an incredible course that taught me so much. After the 2-year course, I began to work for national newspapers as a freelance photographer. And during that time, the miners went on strike, so I was very busy photographing in the valleys that I grew up in. I grew up in Cross Keys, which is not too far from Newport. And then I was offered some teaching in the FE college at Cross Keys College. And I started teaching, and it was great to work with some fantastic students who were really into photography and media. And during that time, I then applied for a full-time job as a lecturer in Swansea and was successful. And I was teaching for 27 years in Swansea. And during that time, I always worked as a photographer. I always said, you know, what I say, I should practice what I preached. And the students really, I feel, benefited from that. I've been lucky during my career, which has spanned, well, more than 40 years, to be commissioned on different projects, long-term projects, including projects in America. And I'm actually working on a book at the moment, which was commissioned just a couple of years ago. And I was photographing with my wife alongside me. She's my inspiration. And we traveled, I think it was around about 2,500–3,000 miles across America from Chicago to Los Angeles, taking pictures on mainly Route 66, which is the famous road there. And I was very much inspired by a photographer called Dorothea Lang, who worked for the Farm Security Administration. But of course, since then, I think that was the 30s or the 40s, America has changed quite a lot. But, you know, being a photographer, it's great to meet people and go to places that otherwise I wouldn't have gone to during my lifetime. So I owe a lot to photography. I just turned 65 years of age, and I'm still as inspired with photography as I was when I first picked the camera up back in Cross Keys College. So I owe so much to it, and I love the discipline so much. It's just incredible.